Do worries paralyze you from doing the things you have to do? You know, when we get worried about something that is yet to happen, when we fear that things could happen that will place us in a bad situation or that will result in us losing something very valuable to us, just the very idea of something happening makes us freeze. And we are unable to do what we have to do. Hindi pa naman nangyayari, na posible namang hindi talaga mangyari, balisang-balisa na yung puso natin. Kaya hindi na tayo makausad, hindi na makafunction ng normal. When this happens to us, we need to heed the Lord's command regarding worrying or being anxious. Jesus said in the Gospel according to Matthew, "Therefore, do not be anxious about tomorrow, for tomorrow will be anxious for itself. Sufficient for the day is its own trouble." Worry is a very powerful feeling. It makes us fear the unknown. We believe in our minds that the worst will happen to us. Paano kung maaksidente ako? Paano kung hindi ako pumasa sa exam? Paano kung hindi ako matanggap sa trabaho? Paano kung matanggal ako sa trabaho? Paano kung mabuntis yung anak ko? Paano kung magkasakit ako? Paano kung mamatay ako? We are too concerned about possible future events. And we imagine the worst case scenario might happen. We engage in endless negative self-talk about what could be. But if you will really think about it, most of the things we fear do not happen at all. We just waste our time worrying about them. In other cases, what we worry about has already happened, and we still worry about them. We cannot let go. We cannot move on. Other things we worry about are so petty and unimportant. Now, with regards to things that are truly worrisome, what we worry about may be beyond our control. We cannot change the outcome when they happen. When we have health issues, or when a loved one is in a life and death situation, if there is an impending natural disaster, dealing with these realities is a much better use of our time than worrying about them. Jesus is telling us in the midst of our worries, do not be anxious about tomorrow. As far as Jesus is concerned, worrying or being anxious is a sin. It is an expression of our lack of faith in God. When worries are starting to take over our minds, we need to think about other things. We can count our blessings. There's so many things to be thankful about, to thank the Lord for. We can always thank God for our health, our families, our livelihood. We need to be mindful about what goes on in our heads. We must be aware when anxious thoughts begin to emerge in our minds. And we must be ready to replace these with positive thoughts. Or better yet, we can pray about the things we worry about, and we can bring them all to God. As we learn to set aside worries, as we learn to turn our attention to the more important things in life, in thanksgiving and prayer, always keep in mind, faith matters.